remembers. We know no king, but the king in the north whose name is Stark.
The king in the north! The king in the north!
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Big Bro and Little Sis Reacts. I'm Tamaj, and today I'm here with Game of Thrones, Season 7, Episode 5, Eastwatch. So I'm guessing, it's my prediction, I know I like to predict, Tormund, we ain't seen him in a minute. He went east, right, of the wall. He's guarding something. I forget what the name of the castle is he's guarding, but he's, Jon sent him to guard that. So I'm thinking it's east of wherever, Castle Black is. So I'm wondering if we're starting a White Walker arc, because we've been prepping, like this is what Jon's been doing the whole season. So I'm thinking obviously everything's not going to come when we're prepared, right? So I'm wondering if this is going to be like the start of their attack, because Bran is here. I'm thinking because they touched Bran, they can go wherever he is. So I think they had a magic barrier or whatever, Uncle Benjen said, and that's why they never crossed the wall. But now, since they touched Bran, they was able to get into the magical cave and stuff. So I'm thinking now that he's over there, that they're going to be able to come. But I also feel like, on the other side of that, Bran can see everything. So he would know, oh, they're going to get over here if I go over there. So why would he do that, right? Or maybe he didn't know until it was too late. I don't know. Bran is very, he's very cryptic. I think he said he wants to talk to Jon, but he hasn't really said much else. I mean, everybody's like so happy to see him, but he's not himself. He told Mira, I remember what it's like to be Bran, but I'm not Bran. He's the three-eyed raven, whatever that means. So I feel bad for that boy, because he hardly ever got a story. Whenever they show Bran, it's straight to the point. Like, there's no filler, there's no traveling. There's a purpose of showing Bran here. So there's never a dull moment with him, but it's like he's so dull now. Like that's because he's a three-eyed raven. But I feel like the other three-eyed raven wasn't that dull. It's just like whatever happened when he and Hodor were like in sync, and Hodor like freaked out and everything happened with him. Good old Willis. Bran ain't never been the same. And the three-eyed raven told him not to be in them dreams like that. You know, and Bran just kept going. He was in there too long, and I think he just lost himself, unfortunately. I don't know if he'll ever be able to get himself back, but I don't know. It just sucks that happens to that character, because he wanted to grow up a warrior, like on a horseback and shit. Like, he wanted to fight, and now Destiny chose for him. Like, he has a different path now, so that sucks. But I need Jon to come home. I need him to reunite with his siblings. Like, everybody I love is together. We got Jon and Daenerys. Tyrion and them is all there. Varys. We got the Stark kids home, so it's like Brienne is there. So no matter what happens next, they're together, and then whatever's gonna happen, they're gonna go through it together. Like, and they all have something they can bring to the table. Arya out here wiping out bloodlines, like she done took down a whole motherfucking house by herself. So she's a beast. Sansa knows her enemies very well. Jon has the battle experience. Daenerys has the numbers. Varys got the spies, even though they ain't been spying. And yeah, so like we're good. Brienne is there to protect the Stark girls, and I'm sure that'll extend to Bran and the rest of them. She's a lover and a fighter. I love Brienne. She's the perfect character for me. Her and Arya. And Arya and her sparring, chef's kiss, because those two are great. Yeah, our numbers are huge, and it's just dealing with Cersei, and Cersei just took a fat fucking L. Jaime, he survived, because you know these Lannisters are like roaches, y'all. They don't die. But we got a good chunk of them. Daenerys and Drogon exterminated the fuck out of the Lannister army. But, you know, there's always going to be a couple that come crawling out from underneath the rubble. But let's see what Cersei got to say about that one. Because she fucked around and found out. She thought her little crossbow was going to take down Drogon. Nah, he recovered. And he fucking lit that weapon up and nearly fried Jaime. So we'll see what story he goes back and tells. Let's see what Daenerys does. I'm ready to get into it. Hopefully we can save Yara. Alaria, there's probably no saving her. We probably won't see her to the end of the series, and that's if she's... I imagine her daughter's dead at this point, and she's just sitting down there rotting. So they're either going to save her at the very end, or Cersei's just going to flat out kill her at some point. But torture is more of Cersei's way, so Alaria will probably be down there for a very long time. Let's get into it. I've talked enough. Full and early reactions are available on Patreon, y'all. By the time y'all see this YouTube, the series is gonna be done. So if y'all want to finish the series, just subscribe to Patreon. House of the Dragon probably be done started, so go check that out. And yeah, let's do this. I knew it. We're going to the other side of the wall. I was right. This is the other castle. This is where the Eastwatch comes in. Eastwatch. Okay, that's the name of the place. I knew it, y'all. My predictions are so good. Siamo tale. And I know Jorah Mormont is gonna want to reunite with Daenerys. Everybody know where she at because everybody know her business, so he won't have trouble getting to her or finding her. Hopefully, Grey Worm and them will be back. I imagine Jon went home. He probably wasn't gonna sit around and wait for Daenerys, so I want him to go see his family. Bron, you could have let him drown. You should have took your gold doubloons and minded your damn business. Now Jaime owe you 2 castles and then some. Uh-huh. Fucked around and found out.
You're gonna kill me. What the fuck are you doing back there? Into the wall.
Okay. Okay, good luck with
You saw
that.
the dragon between you and her.
He wants something for them to put in the books, that's why. Because the book ain't got shit to say about Jaime Lannister.
Till I get what I'm owed, a dragon doesn't get to kill you. You don't get to kill you. Only I get to kill you. That was only one of them.
Yeah.
There's 2 more.
Uh-huh.
If she decides to use them, to really use them, you're fucked. What do you mean we're fucked? No, I do not.
He about to go mind his damn business.
Dragons are where our partnership ends.
It should have ended when you seen it.
I'm not going to be around when those things start spitting fire on King's Landing.
All right. Intellectual. Because I sure wouldn't be.
Cersei.
Yeah, go tell her what you saw. I want to see what she got to say.
Might as well jump back in that river.
Why you say that? I mean, why wouldn't he tell her, though? She ain't gonna do nothing to him. She loves him. This is what I be talking about when I say all Lannisters must die. Yes. The Dothraki were living for it. They ain't had a good fight in a while. These was some of these people. Drogon is huge. That's my boy. Are these the survivors? Oh, Drogon finna have a feast! Snacks for days.
I know what Cersei has told you. That I've come to destroy your cities, burn down your homes, murder you and orphan your children.
Is she about to inspire them?
That's Cersei Lannister, not me. I'm not here to murder. And all I want to destroy is the wheel that has rolled over rich and poor to the benefit of no one but the Cersei Lannisters of the world.
I love her.
I offer you a choice.
Because I would have burned them. She's so
Bend
much
the
better
knee
than
and
me
join
at
me.
this point.
Together, we will leave the world a better place than we found it. Or refuse and die.
Mm-hmm. Bend the knee. Take Cersei's forces and turn them against her. Smart. Drogon's like, damn it, I really wanted them to not bend the knee. Dickon, get your ass on the ground. Sam's dad can stand up. Look, some of them is remaining true. Y'all are fools.
Step forward, my lord.
Get them one at a time.
You will not kneel?
I already have a queen.
My sister. She wasn't your queen until recently, though, was she? When she murdered your rightful queen and destroyed House Tyrell for all time. So it appears your allegiances are somewhat flexible.
Right.
No easy choices anymore. Say what you will about your sister, she was born in Westeros.
So was Daenerys.
Lived here all her life.
Daenerys didn't have a choice, or she would have been
You,
killed.
on the other hand, murdered your own father
He got what the fuck he deserved.
and chose to support a foreign invader.
She's from
With
here.
no
She was
ties
born.
to this
She was
land.
born and she lived here for a little bit. Y'all forced her out of her home.
Savages at her back.
You will not trade your honor for your life. I respect that.
Perhaps you could take the black, your grace. Whatever else he is a true soldier. He'd be invaluable at the war.
You cannot send me to the wall. You are not my queen.
Tyrion don't want him killed.
You will have to kill me too.
Oh,
I can shut your mouth.
we was gonna get you next, Dick
Who are
on.
you?
Stupid boy.
I'm Dickon Tarly, son of Randall Tarly.
You are the future of your house. This war has already wiped one great house.
Yeah,
from
don't
the
be a
world.
dick like your
Don't
dad.
let it happen again. Bend the knee.
He won't. Give it to Sam. Let them die. Samwell Tarly will bend the knee. He's loyal
I
to
will
Jon.
not.
Kill him. Take them both.
Your Grace, nothing scrubs bold notions from a man's head like a few weeks in a dock cell.
I meant what I said.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not here to put men in chains. If that becomes an option, many will take it. I gave them a choice. They made it.
Your Grace, you stop beheading entire
I'm not
families.
beheading anyone.
Snack time.
Your Grace.
Give Drogon his reward. Y'all want to support Cersei? This is what y'all fate will be. Fuck y'all. Sam can have the house.
Lord Randall Tarly, Dickon Tarly. I, Daenerys of House Targaryen, first of my name, breaker of chains and mother of dragons, sentence you to die, Dracarys.
Dracarys. Oh, damn. It's a lot faster than when Stannis does. Y'all still, yeah, uh-huh. Uh-huh. That's what the fuck we thought. I still would probably send them to the wall to reinforce it. Listen, that's the right play. Sam, I don't think Sam has another older brother. So he'll take the house eventually. Look, she already got a sour motherfucking look on her face, and I love to see it. What you got to say today?
How many men?
Queen Witch. All of them. All of them.
For counting.
You don't need to count all of them.
It's not only armies that win wars. We have the Tyrell gold, we have the Iron Bank behind us, we can buy mercenaries.
There ain't no money in the world that you can pay me to fight dragons.
They will be.
I just saw the Dothraki fight. They'll beat any mercenary army. They'll beat any army I've ever seen. Killing our men wasn't war for them, it was sport. Her dragon burnt 1,000 wagons. Kyglin's scorpion fight bulls bigger than you. They couldn't stop it, and she has 3 of them.
Bend the knee, Cersei.
More we can win.
So what do we do?
Nothing's died.
Sue for peace. I sit on her father's throne, the father you betrayed and murdered. And in her mind, she's winning. What sort of offer do you think she'd make? Maybe we can count on Tyrion to intercede on our behalf. By way of apology for murdering our father and son.
Apology? Fuck him and fuck you. The audacity.
Killed Joffrey had nothing to do with it.
After all this time, it still amazes me.
It was Olenna.
My
She
girl.
confessed before she died.
Mm-hmm. And she gets the
And this
last
was
laugh.
Before or after she drank the poison you so kindly provided her.
After.
And you believed her.
If you were Olenna, would you rather have seen your granddaughter married to Joffrey or Tommen? Which one would Marjorie have been better able to control? Which one would have made Olenna the true ruler of the 7 kingdoms? She was telling the truth.
Mm-hmm. Sit on it, Cersei.
I shouldn't have listened to you.
Ooh, now she's sour
She
today.
died screaming.
She's dead. Like her son, her grandchildren, her whole house. And if we don't find a way out of
Cersei's so
this
mad
war,
she can't torture.
we'll fall.
She's so sick.
So we fight and die, or we submit and die. I know my choice.
Yep.
The soldier should know his.
We all ready for you to die, Cersei, so. John, I thought you'd have went home. I'm glad Cersei knows she ain't got nothing she can do. I just don't need the White Walkers coming and fucking shit up and then Daenerys loses her numbers, because that would give Cersei an edge. Look, John's scared out of his goddamn mind. Daenerys, why are we letting this happen? Why is she looking at him like that? You trying to pet Drogon? You bold, King in the North. Because he's Targaryen. So Drogon recognizes that. So Jon can ride one of the other dragons. Can we give Jon a dragon, please? I mean, not give him one, because they're still Daenerys' children, but like let him ride one in the battle. That would be so lit. Because the other two don't get really that much screen time, so.
They're beautiful, aren't they?
Yes.
Wasn't the word I was thinking of, but
They're fierce. They're fierce.
but yes, they are.
I might have just fell off the cliff.
Gorgeous beasts.
They're not beasts to me. No matter how big they get, how terrifying to everyone else. They're my children.
You weren't gone long,
No.
and
And I have fewer enemies today than I did yesterday. You're not sure how you feel about that?
no, I'm not.
How many men did your army kill taking Winterfell back from the Boltons?
All of them.
Thousands.
We both want to help people. We can only help them from a position of strength. Sometimes strength is charitable.
If they weren't related, they would
When
have
you
been such a
first
great
came
couple.
here,
I kind
Sir
of.
Davos said you took a knife in the heart for your people.
We don't
So
want to talk
Davos
about
gets
that.
carried away.
So it was a figure of speech.
He made it back. I told y'all he was gonna come back.
Your Grace.
Jon Snow, this is Sir Jorah Mormont.
And you knew his dad.
I served with your father. He was a great man.
You look strong. You found a cure.
I wouldn't be here if I had. I return to your service, my queen, if you'll have me.
It would be my honor.
I'm glad they were able to repair their relationship. Because they started this together. It's only natural they ended together. I love it. Y'all, this is Game of Thrones that I wanted from the start. Where good shit happens. Where family reconnects and can fight together. This is why I love Walking Dead so much. Because I love when this happens. Game of Thrones just wasn't that in the beginning, and it was hard to get through because everybody's separated and suffering. But I finally got up to that point. I see why y'all kept saying, just wait, just hold on. What is Bran seeing? All these ravens. Oh, Lord Jesus, heaven have mercy. We're gonna have to pray to the old gods, the new gods, the sea gods, the drowned gods. The Lord of Light. This is crazy. These numbers is just... But I mean, Daenerys can burn through a good chunk of these forces with her dragons. For sure. I just don't know what the White Walkers have to counter that.
Ravens. We need to send ravens.
To everyone.
Yeah, the North has failed many.
Sam, I need you to finish up here. You got a house to rule.
Hard to say whether it's the cold, the drink, or the company.
I mean, I don't know how he's gonna feel about Daenerys.
Claims to have seen
Yeah,
dead men on
Dracarys
the
and his family, but
thanks to the magical help of a raven
his dad wasn't
with
shit.
3 eyes.
Yes, it is a bit much. Still, we ought to...
Brandon Stark. The crippled boy.
You know him?
I led him through the wall years ago. I saw him go beyond the wall.
And?
Somehow, a crippled boy survived for years beyond the wall when no one else could. Not the Night's Watch, not the Wildlands, no one. Perhaps we ought to listen to what he has to say.
Perhaps you need more scribing work to discipline your mind.
I ain't finna play with y'all, and I changed y'all shit pads.
Is forthcoming.
Y'all better read that motherfucking note again and understand the goddamn meaning of it. Don't play with him, because I will leave y'all shitty.
Everyone in Westeros trusts and respects you. If you tell people the threat is real, they'll believe it. If you advise all the lords to send their men north to hold the wall, they'll do it. And if you tell every maester in the Citadel to search every word of every faded scroll about the Long Night, they may find something that lets us defeat the army of the dead for good.
And if you tell them to do nothing, they'll do nothing and they'll all die.
It could be done. And this news could be authentic. It's possible. It's also possible that this message is part of a ploy by the Dragon Queen.
They don't even know each other, Brandon.
The lands they're currently defending to open those lands to easy conquest.
That does seem far more likely than magic birds talking to cripples.
Archmaester, please. It's real.
He's seen it.
I've seen it.
We will write to Maester Vulcan at Winterfell for clarification. I promise you, we will get to the truth of it one way or another.
Archmaester,
That will be
please.
all, Tali.
At least they're investigating it.
Continuing the most, the Charlottesmen had claimed descent from the children of the forest.
Don't forget the Prophet Lot.
They don't listen. Sam's pissed.
Is he the one whose father and brother were just burnt alive?
I'm afraid so.
A horrible business.
I haven't had the heart to tell him yet.
Y'all need to take this serious. This is... Varys, where's the spies?
People bend the knee.
You need some more spies. There gotta be more than just them children.
She gave Talia a choice. The man who had taken up arms against her.
What else could she do? Not burn him alive alongside his son?
I am her hand, not her head. I can't make her decisions for her.
That's what I used to tell myself about her father.
I found the traitors, but I wasn't the one burning them alive. I was only a purveyor of information.
And he rarely drinks. From Palm
That's what I
Springs.
told myself when I watched them beg for mercy. I'm not the one doing it. And the pitch of their screams rose higher. I'm not the one doing it. When their hair caught fire and the smell of the burning flesh filled the throne room, I'm not the one doing it.
Varys got a lot of guilt.
Daenerys is not her father.
And she never will be. With the right counsel.
Right, so counsel are on the right path. But Daenerys is going to do what Daenerys wants to do at the end of the fucking day, just like Jon. And she don't like being undermined in front of people. Unlike, you know, she don't like that shit. She told Jorah, what's him called, the one time, she said, y'all be serving somebody else if y'all undermine me in front of people. He's like my brother.
I thought Arya was dead. I thought Bran was dead.
I'm happy for you. You don't look happy.
Bran saw the Night King and his army marching towards Eastwatch.
That's where you sent
If they
Tormund,
make
right?
it past the wall has kept them out for thousands of years, presumably. I need to go home.
You said you don't have enough men.
We'll fight with the men we have, unless you'll join us.
And give the country to Cersei.
That's going to weaken her
As soon
forces.
as I march away, she marches in.
Right. Damn White Walker.
Perhaps not. Cersei thinks the army of the dead is nothing but a story, made up by wet nurses to frighten children. What if we prove her wrong?
I don't think she'll come see the dead at my invitation. So bring the dead to her.
I thought that was what we were trying to avoid.
You don't have to bring the whole army.
Only one soldier. Is that possible? The first white I ever saw was brought into Castle Black from beyond the wall.
Bring one of these things down to King's Landing and show her the truth.
Anything you bring back will be useless unless Cersei grants us an audience and is somehow convinced not to murder us the moment we set foot in the capital.
I was just about to say
The
all
only
of that.
person she listens to is Jaime.
Which we can get through.
He may listen to me.
And how would you get into King's Landing?
I can smuggle you in. But if the gold cloaks were to recognize you, I'm warning you, I'm not a fighter.
I'm not finna
Well,
lose
it's
two
all
great
nothing if we don't
talkers,
have one of
two
these
smart
yet.
people.
Fair point. How do you propose to find one?
We all gotta rely on
With
each
the
other.
Queen's
for this.
permission, I'll go north and take one. You asked me to find a cure so I could serve you.
Jorah always down for the count. Love him.
The free folk will help us. They know the real North better than anyone. They won't follow Sir Jorah. They won't have to.
You're gonna go.
You can't lead a raid beyond the wall. You're not in the Night's Watch anymore. You're king in the North. I'm the only one here who's fought them.
And the King of the North is
The only one here who knows.
The Night's Watch is run by one of his good friends.
I haven't given you permission to leave.
He didn't bend the knee.
With respect, Your Grace, I don't need your permission. I am a king. Now, I came here knowing that you could have your men behead me or your dragons burn me alive. I put my trust in you, a stranger. Because I knew it was the best chance for my people, for all our people. Now I'm asking you to trust in a stranger, because it's our best chance.
That was a good way to put that. I'm so proud of Jon. He's learning how to talk better to people. All right, so we're a unified force, y'all. I'm interested to see how this is gonna go.
Should stay in the North.
All right, enough with that bullshit.
We did not choose you to rule us.
Don't play with Sansa. This is her house.
But perhaps
Her
we
mama and
should.
daddy built this shit. Probably not, but they ran the shit.
The Knights of the Vale came here for you, Lady Stark.
Arya's like, which one of these houses I gotta wipe out? Just say the
You're
word,
very
Sansa.
kind, my lords. But Jon is our king. He is doing what he thinks is best. But he couldn't leave the north and expect it to just sit and wait for him like ghost.
He didn't. He trusted you to hold it for him.
He's not making it easy. The northern lords are proud.
You gotta say something to inspire them.
These are mother and father's chambers.
And
Nothing.
don't do that.
What?
Say what you mean.
You always liked nice things. Made you feel better than everyone.
She's still Sansa underneath
Are
all the
you
drama.
angry with me?
They were insulting Jon.
And you sat there and listened?
I listened to their complaints, which is my responsibility as Lady of Winterfell.
Their opinions are important to you.
Glover has 500 men, Royce has 2,000. Offend them, and Jon loses his army.
Not if they lose their heads first.
Arya, we can't just kill people. But I knew that's what she was thinking, y'all. I told you I know her so well.
Didn't just fall into our hands. We took it back. And the Mormonts, and the Hornwoods, and the Wildlings, and the Vale, all of us working together. Now, I'm sure cutting off heads is very satisfying, but that's not the way you get people to work together.
No, that's how Rob fucked up and we lost the Karsark.
And if Jon doesn't come back, you'll need their support so you can work together to give you what you really want.
How can you even think such a horrible thing?
You're thinking it right now.
This is how she's
You
gotten
don't want to
around. I told y'all, they're so different. She's wanted nothing but revenge since she left King's Landing. So that's all she thinks about is killing people. Arya is a dangerous woman. Please don't kill them though, Arya. Y'all. If Arya goes and brings their heads, it's gonna be a fucking
Last
problem.
time I was here, I killed my father with a crossbow.
Last time I was here, you killed my son.
We can't ruin what we just got back.
There's a path to the left.
John, he need to come home.
The guards hardly ever patrol it. Too many steps.
You gotta check in real quick. But see, he'd be so busy, like...
You're not staying here?
I've got my own business in Flea Bottom.
What if someone takes the boat?
Then we're fought.
What does Davos got to do with Flea Bottom?
Sees the Dothraki are coming.
All the more reason for you to train. Unless you plan on fighting Dothraki 12-year-olds.
Well, I seem to recall them giving you a bit of trouble as well.
And here I am, ready to train. Why down here? I don't think you want people to see how you look swinging that thing yet.
Today might be the day I kill you by accident.
Oh, you won't be swinging it at me.
Oh yeah, because Bronn is... That's our guy!
I'll leave you to it.
I needed to see you. And I knew you'd never agree
Bronn
to
is
me.
great. I'll forgive him for trying to kill Drogon and Daenerys.
You made me look like a complete fool. I thought I'd surprise you by hitting Casterly Rock. But you were 3 steps ahead of me. Abandoned the family home, completely unsentimental. Father would have been proud.
Don't talk about father.
Listen to
I
me.
once told Bronn that if I ever saw you again, I'd cut you in half.
It'll take you a while with a sparring sword. He was going to execute me. He knew I was innocent. He didn't hate me because of anything I did. He hated me because of what I am. A little monster sent to punish him. Did you think I wanted to be born this way? Did you think I chose?
What do you want?
Daenerys will win this war. You're a military man. You must know there's no way around it.
I just love to hear that.
Daenerys is not his father. She's even willing to suspend hostilities if Cersei agrees to certain terms.
You want Cersei to bend the knee, you can ask her yourself.
I don't. Daenerys doesn't. Not right now, anyway. She has a more important request.
Cersei can be like, what the fuck did you just say? White Walkers? I will not entertain such fiascos. I'm trying to win a war. She's gonna be like, good, let the zombies take them out. Then maybe we'll stand a chance. She ain't gonna see the bigger picture because she don't care. Cersei has never cared. It's all about what she wants and when she wants it. And when she doesn't get it, she puts on her pouty face.
Wasn't sure I'd find you.
Robert's bastard,
But
right?
still be rowing.
Yeah, he helped him escape, that's right.
Looked in shops,
that
taverns,
Gendry?
brothels. Should have known to come straight to the Street of Steel. Aren't you worried? The gold cloaks. Haven't been here in years. Why should they recognize me? Sometimes I hardly do. Anybody give you any trouble?
Well, here I am, arming Lannisters, and I never get a second look. But you were right. Safest place for me was right under the Queen's nose.
Don't be so sure. Safety is never a permanent state of affairs. Bad things are coming.
He came to get me. You want me to come with you?
Well, I think you need to understand.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Let's go.
You should know what you're heading into.
He don't give a
Do you
damn.
think
It's
I've been thinking
better
about
than
every
this.
swing and a hammer? How happy I am making weapons for the family that killed my father. Family that tried to kill me.
Yeah, anything's better than
Getting
this.
ready. Never knew
This is what I needed
I've
Sansa
always
to be
known
like way
when
back
ready
when they
comes.
was giving her opportunities to leave. Like, yes, let's fucking go.
You might want to bring one of those swords.
I don't know much about swinging swords.
It's better to have one. Ooh.
This I know.
Okay. We'll take a Warhammer.
What can I do for you?
Is that your boat?
It is.
The docks are that way.
That they are. I try to stay away from them to avoid good men such as yourselves. Still 5 gold dragons?
You joking? You must be even older than you look. 15.
15?
A piece.
Y'all lucky he balling. He worked for a queen, but that ain't none of y'all business.
I can't say it was a pleasure doing business with you.
What's in the boat?
Didn't I just pay you? That mean mind your goddamn business.
Not more gold.
Wine. I like wine. Or hams.
Come on, look. Fermented crab.
What?
Fermented crab. 1 bucket of this triples the brothel.
He came with a cover story. Smart.
Man thinks he's done.
That was just smart.
He's ready to go back to his loving family. But before he gets his breeches up, his lady of the hour puts a tiny spoon of that into his mouth. 5 minutes later, he's back in the race.
Davos is smart. This was his game. He knew how to cover himself. So we just gonna walk up in front of the Lannister army, Tyrion? Why would you do that?
What? Dwarf!
Why would you do that?
Really,
You could have just waited for them to walk off.
First bite hit you.
That dwarf.
Why, Tyrion?
Bishop, some men you just can't teach. We was looking for a dwarf with a scar like that a while back.
Perhaps there's some arrangements?
Tyrion!
You're going to arrange to pay us more than Queen's service.
He sure can swing it! Get your gold doubloons back, Alchemist.
Sir Jamie? Why was Clyburn here?
He's the hand of the Queen. Why are you here?
Ain't this your man?
I met with Tyrion.
Look at them eyes. You what?
What did our brother have to say?
Daenerys wants to meet.
To discuss her surrender.
Bitch. See,
discuss an armistice.
She just won a great victory. Why would she want to truce now?
Because an army of dead men is marching on the 7 kingdoms. Tyrion claims he'll have proof.
Are you going to punish him?
Tyrion.
Bronn. He betrayed you. He set up a meeting without your knowledge or consent.
See, this is...
Do you think anything of importance happens in this city without me knowing?
You let it happen. Why?
I've come to believe that an accommodation with the Dragon Queen could be in our immediate interest.
See, she want to try something slick.
She has the numbers. If we want to beat her, we have to be clever. We have to fight her like Father would have. Dead men, dragons, and dragon queens. Whatever stands in our way, we will defeat it.
By cheating. They're going to do some slick shit. When we let our guards down, we're going to run into a red wedding situation. This is what I be talking about. We should... I'm conflicted, but I really wish they would just come here and burn this bitch down. Like, fuck this Red Keep, burn it down, kill her and everybody in it, and rebuild it.
You.
We can spare Flea Bottom. We ain't got to burn all that shit. Just the Red Keep. She don't leave this place no more.
People won't like that.
Do you remember what Father used to say about...
Fuck your father. I'm tired of hearing about him.
The lion does not concern himself with the opinions of the sheep.
Y'all, I'm gonna be so pissed the fuck off if Daenerys gets fucked over because they're trying to make a deal with this bitch. You cannot make a deal with this witch.
The king's got a lot on his mind.
A witch is gonna concoct some crazy stew, sit down with you, feed it to you, and then you're gonna fall over dead. You don't trust witches. You don't drink their fucking stew. No. She gonna ride down on her magic witch stick, and it's gonna be a fucking mess. You don't think she wanna mute you. Everybody gonna end up dead somehow, some way.
I'm Robert Baratheon's son. Bastard son. He was meant to keep that to himself.
Our fathers trusted each other. Why shouldn't we? I saw your father once at Winterfell. I met yours in my shop. You're a lot leaner. You're a lot shorter. I grew up on stories about them.
When bastards collide, we love to see it.
Sir Davos told me where you're going, Your Grace, and why. Let me come with you.
Don't be a fool. You're not a soldier.
No, but I'm a fighter. And he won't be needing a smith with a sword like that. You know how to use one? Oh, that's a problem. I prefer a hammer.
He is pretty good with that damn warhammer.
You may not believe it,
I've missed you, Momo. Nobody glowers quite like you. Not even Grey Worm.
And Grey Worm still ain't back. Because they've been doing a lot of traveling.
The coin the slaver gave me when I suggested he free us and pay us, remember?
It was supposed to last us the rest of our lives.
Take it with you, but bring it back. Our queen needs you.
We should be better at saying farewell by now.
Your Grace, eh?
If I don't return, at least you won't have to deal with the king in the north anymore.
I've grown used to him.
I wish you good fortune in the wars to come, Your Grace.
One thing about John, he gonna lead the charge to battle. That's one thing about the motherfucker. He is brave. Always ready to fight. He took on this mission when nobody else would. Like, I'm proud of the boy. He's truly grown.
Do you know
and stepped up.
There are in the city?
He deserves his title. It's King of the North. I really do believe he deserves it.
15,782.
We ain't seen Gilly in a minute, I feel like.
Guess how many windows are in the great sector of Baylor?
None anymore.
That's true.
Yeah,
His high
since it
sector main
fucking blew up.
He recorded everything. He even recorded his own bowel movements. What does annulment mean?
It's when a man sets aside his lawful wife.
Maynard says here that he issued an annulment for Prince Rhaegar and remarried him to someone else at the same time in a secret ceremony in Dawn. Is that a common thing in the south?
These maesters, they set me to the task of preserving that man's wind accounting and annulments and bowel movements for all eternity, while the secret to defeating the Night King's probably sitting on some dusty shelf somewhere, completely ignored. Oh, but that's all right, isn't it? We can all become slavering, murderous imbeciles enthralled to evil incarnate, as long as we can have access to the full records of High Septon Maynard's 15,782 shits.
Steps. That number was the steps.
Little Sam's getting so big. Sam's getting frustrated. He's like, I am trying to help my friend save the fucking continent. And yeah. I don't blame him either, because this is not what I came here for. He finna steal the books and leave. Fuck you, you got a house to go back to and rule. Them old farts asleep. He's giving up on his dream of being a maester. Because I think he would have wanted to, but it's like one of those things where these people who are all talked up and almighty just don't turn out to be what they were supposed to be. Yeah. It's time to go. See, this is what I be talking about. What the fuck he got going on? What is he doing? Who is he talking to? Ari finna cut that bitch up and read the letter. I bet you she is. And she gonna expose Littlefinger for whatever the fuck he was just plotting. Cause it's probably a letter to Cersei or something. But who else would he be messaging? Cause she literally, this is what she used to do. She used to watch people. Watch her target. See what he's doing, who he's dealing with, what he's saying, what he's plotting. She's good.
I found it, my lord. It took some searching. Maester Lewin's archives are very thorough.
You're sure this is the only copy of Winterfell?
Yes, my lord.
Lady Stark thanks you for your service.
I want to know what's going on with it. What is he doing? But he's so slick, he probably knew she was following him. He gonna walk right behind her through them doors. Because he's the other person who's good with spying. And walk in like looking for this. You gonna have to read that to me. I'm gonna have to pause that shit because there ain't no way I can read that. Pause it! Damn it! Too slow. We about to read this shit. I had to rewind it. What? Somebody is dead, killed from wounds from, look, some of it's blurry, blah, 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 and thief to steal his throne. The Lannisters something is blurry, King's Landing, and swear fealty to King Joffrey and his something sister. And then who is that signed by? Sansa. Oh! What? That was the letter they had Sansa write to send to Robb to get him to surrender so that they didn't have to kill him anymore or something, or so that they would stop the war, right? Is that what he was trying to hide? And I think that's what that is, because that's the only letter that I remember Sansa, them having her write. Watch out. See, I knew it. He knew he was being watched. Motherfucker. He's trying to pit Arya against Sansa. He knew what the fuck. This motherfucker. I knew it. He's another one of those spy masters. So he knew Arya was following him. So he's making it look like, that's why he made it a point to say, Lady Stark thanks you for her service. He's trying to make it look like Sansa's probably being a traitor or working for Cersei secretly or some bullshit. And he's trying to pit Arya against Sansa to create a civil war in here. Because Arya's about fucking people up now. He's about to piss me the fuck off. And they finna cause some major drama because that tensions is already high, right? The lords and shit are not happy Jon's not here. And Sansa's, she knows how to keep people at bay. She knows I can't just behead people. I can't be cruel. That's not gonna get me anywhere. That's how Robb fucked up. So chaos is a ladder, right? That's what the fucking motherfucker likes to say, right? So he's trying to create chaos here so that he can make a power play. I don't know what exactly Arya is thinking. I think she's thinking Sansa's secretly working for Cersei or some sort of traitor or something. But yeah, he's trying to create chaos because that's what Littlefinger does. I'm finna get pissed off. Littlefinger has to die. Jon, I need you to go home for a minute. But that was another reason why Jon didn't want that position, because Jon likes to go where Jon wants to fucking go.
I've been failing at that job of late.
How many queens are there now?
2.
And you need to convince the one with the dragons or the one who fucks her brother?
Both.
How many men did you bring?
10.
Not enough. The big woman?
Brienne's not coming.
Your men could help. I'll be staying behind. I'm a liability out there, as you well know.
You are?
The big woman. He ain't no good.
You really want to go out there? Again? You're not the only ones. My scouts found them a mile south of the wall. Said they were on the way here.
Ooh. Is that the Hound?
I saw you once at Winterfell.
They want to go beyond the wall too.
We don't want to go beyond the wall, we have to. Our Lord told us that the Great War is
Don't
coming.
trust him. Don't trust any of them.
They're the Brotherhood. And the last thing their lord told them to do was sell me to a red witch to be murdered.
Thoros,
Rossamere.
I hardly recognized you.
Since you're a Mormont, they won't give me anything to drink down here. I haven't been feeling like myself. You're a fucking Mormont, like the last Lord Commander.
He was my father.
He hunted us, like animals.
You returned the favor, as I recall.
Here we all are, at the edge of the world, at the same moment, heading in the same direction for the same reason. Our reasons aren't your reasons.
It doesn't matter what we think our reasons are. There's a greater purpose at work.
Yeah, but when somebody thinks their
serve
reason's greater
together.
than the others, they
Whether we know it or
blindside
not.
the other person, the other group.
We may take the steps, but the Lord of Light...
For fuck's sake, will you shut your hole?
Are we coming with you or not?
Don't you want to know what we're doing?
Is it worse than sitting in a freezing cell waiting to die?
He's right.
We're all on the same side.
We're all breathing.
Jon don't care about none of that shit. None of y'all beef. None of that. Jon's like, you're either on the side of fighting the White Walkers or you're not. And that's how he sees it. He will literally work with Cersei to get this done. Like, he does not give a fuck about nothing going on in Westeros if it ain't the White Walkers. I fear that is his only flaw, other than constantly heading headfirst into danger, of course. But he don't care who he got to work with. He just wants to get the job done. He just wants to end this shit. I don't like how he looking. Hound. I don't remember why the Hound wants to go be on the wall. I know they saw some shit, but what's taking them out there? I don't remember. It's too cold for me. Okay. So this one was more of one of them classic Game of Thrones episodes where all hell ain't breaking loose, but it's doing a lot of setup and build up. I liked it. I like what it set up. Other than the two things, which is us giving Cersei a opportunity to fuck us over, because that's what the Lannisters do. So did you let your guard down? Yeah, in a red wedding. She literally was backed into a corner, and now we're giving her the opportunity to come out that corner and come stand next to us, and she's gonna fucking stab us in our side. That pisses me off. I think that's foolish. I'm sorry, that is very foolish. She was never gonna help them. She don't give a fuck. One thing about Cersei Lannister, she don't give a fuck. She don't. You know, look what she said about her own son. She said, I loved him, but he betrayed me. It's done. She said, I'm not going to sit here and grieve. She don't give a fuck. It's done. Like, she has lost everybody remotely close to her, which her main rocks, which were her children, they're gone. There's nothing for Cersei to fear. Her options is to fight or die in her mind. She's not surrendering. She's not doing none of that. She is fighting until she dies. So if you give her an opportunity, she's going to fuck somebody over, and that pisses me off that we're doing that. Littlefinger, another one, pissing me the fuck off, because why are we letting him... We know what the fuck he does. Why are we letting him roam free? Of course, he got connections. He got connections everywhere. I'm grateful he helped us take down Ramsay and them. I am very grateful for that. Forever grateful. Ramsay had to get off the streets. But we are not going to pretend that Littlefinger himself is not a threat and a danger. That he doesn't... We're not going to pretend that he doesn't play people. And Sansa knows that. Sansa's been keeping him at a distance, but now he is playing Arya, which is going to cause conflict. So unless Sansa is able to articulate in a very good manner to Arya what is happening, if she can even figure it out in time, if Arya doesn't do anything drastic, then I don't know. That's what I'm afraid of. I love Arya, but she's in this headspace where she's just thinking about killing people and getting revenge. And if she thinks Sansa had something, if she thinks Sansa's working with the Lannisters or had something to do with it, she's just going to see red and she's going to do something very dramatic. Not to Sansa, but something that's going to affect Sansa. So I don't know what, I really can't even picture what Arya is thinking right now, but it's not good. And Littlefinger just smiling in the fucking shadows just shows, oh yeah, I got her. I got her ass. And he's fucking playing her. And that's pissing me off. I don't even want to know what's going to happen. Like Jon, I get he had business to take care of, time is running out, but it's like, damn, you accepted this job. You know how the Northerners are. They're getting fucking irritated because Jon's not here. They're tired of sitting around in Winterfell. Sansa's trying to keep the peace, but she's not really saying too much because what could she say? She doesn't know what Jon's doing. Bran sent out ravens to everybody. Nobody gives a fuck. But, I mean, Sam and Jon are the only two. So, I'm happy how Sam turned out. I'm glad Dickon and his father died because they were just irritating. He should have never sided with Cersei. You don't join the losing fucking team. That don't even make sense. Like, that's what's flooring me. Like, y'all know this lady got dragons. Y'all know she can beat y'all. Why would I go to battle against that? That doesn't even make sense. I mean, granted, he said I'd rather not get involved and all that. Like, but you're at war. People are gonna say either you're with me or against me, and if you're against me, I'm just gonna kill you. So then your hand is kind of forced. But you were given the opportunity to join the winning side, and you refused. You survived that slaughter, a slaughter you witnessed firsthand, and you said, you know, you were already iffy, right? And you just said, nah, fuck it, I chose to serve Cersei, so that's what I'm gonna do. What? You already betrayed the original people. Why wouldn't you betray Cersei and join the winning team? That don't even make sense. Like, the math ain't mathing. You betrayed your loyalty to Tyrells who were taken out, joined with the people who killed them, and now the people we're about to kill, which is the Lannisters, the people that we're defeating right now, you don't want to join us, the winning side, and you only just switched to them? Because basically you were forced to because you didn't really have a choice? That doesn't make sense. That literally doesn't make sense. Like, your honor, you don't even have any honor. You already broke your honor when you betrayed the Tyrell, so I don't really even know what you're holding on to at that point. Lord Tarly is just fucking stupid. But we already knew that from how he treated Sam for no reason, so fuck him. He's dead. Sam, he's gonna own that house now. He has to find out since the Maesters didn't have the heart to tell him. But I'm kind of glad, you know, they didn't, because I don't want him to get unfocused from what he's doing. He stole the whatever, the information, and he's off. So Jon's gonna be on the wall. We'll see what's going on with that. They're trying to snatch up a White Walker to show Cersei and them, so Cersei and them will believe it. But Cersei don't give a fuck about none of that. So it doesn't matter what you show her. She does not give a fuck. She does not. So you can literally put Drogon right in her fucking face, and she will still not. But she do not give a fuck. She can be like, I don't give a fuck. She's still gonna try to find a way to win. She just don't care. She's weird. And her and the alchemist was in there talking, trying to manufacture some concoction. I don't even want to know what the fuck that is. What else did I really like? I love that Jon and Daenerys came around. I like that everybody was at the table talking about how we're gonna work together, and we're combining forces and people and manpower, and we're trying to get this common goal done. My problem with this is Daenerys is gonna help. I don't want her shit getting fucked up any more than it already has. Really, they just took out her allies, but she still has what she initially came with. I don't want that getting messed up, because we're gonna start fighting the White Walkers, and she's gonna start losing her numbers. Her Dothraki don't give a fuck. They love to fight. Like, they're gonna just go let loose on the White Walkers until they die. And the White Walkers are mindless creatures, so they're just gonna keep coming relentlessly and overpower you. They don't get tired or nothing like that. So Dothraki, whatever they are, they're still human. They get tired, they mess up, the White Walkers don't care. They don't have anything to lose. I don't even think they feel pain or anything. Like, they just fight until they die. So I just don't want her to lose her warriors when we need them to fight the South. Because then, say we win the Long Night, we beat the White Walkers, what's going to be left? I mean, granted, we'll be able to combine all our forces that helped us fight, and take on Cersei. But what if we don't have much left? Granted, she might not have too much left neither. But it might just be enough to make it a fucking even battle, which is just going to turn into slaughters on both sides. I really think Daenerys should have just went in and took them out. I get what they're saying about, you don't want to just go in and be like everybody else and start slaughtering people. Try it your own way. But trying it your own way and doing it your way, it's noble. I love it. But more people are going to die in that process. We could prevent so much death by just killing the people we need to take out. It's just about taking out the right people. Not everybody has to die. But instead, we rather go to war and do this slowly. And thousands have to die in this process. Doesn't really make a lot of sense. But I get it. She doesn't want people to see her as a conqueror, because she isn't entitled to the throne, because her family did hold it. And she was technically a form of a successor to that. But I don't know, y'all. This way is not really inspiring people. The people she got on her side, this one, they were forced into submission, which isn't very much better. That's people can still betray you and fuck you over by being in your ranks and not actually liking you. you know, the Dothraki, the Unsullied, they all learn to respect Daenerys. We're now bringing people in through fear, which is a different type of like loyalty. It's like blind loyalty. They're just coming in and just, yeah, I'm on your side. Yeah. And then when they find a better opportunity, that's when they start being spies and start giving away your intel, and they just start fucking you over in ways you just don't imagine. So I don't know how I feel about that. They would have been sent to the wall and reinforced that, in my opinion. If I'm taking you in, you're not going to be in my army. You're going to be helping the King of the North fight this other war I got to fight. That's where I would send my POWs, because that's really what they are. They're not there by choice. They just don't want to die either. But I did like the whole scene. Overall, I liked what they did. I don't know, y'all. I'm just in a weird middle ground where it's like, I feel like she's damned if she do and damned if she don't. And I'd rather she be damned if she did. And that meaning, I really wish she would have just took Cersei and the Red Keep out. Don't have to destroy Fleet Bomb. Just literally destroy the Red Keep. And fuck all that other stuff. We can rebuild all that shit. I mean, who gonna say something about it? I mean, they've already changed all the layout of it anyway and put Lannister gold and shit in there. Like, it ain't the original throne room, so it doesn't matter. We can rebuild all that shit. So, I don't know. We're trying to do things the right way, and doing things the right way it is a lot harder, and I respect them for trying it, but I don't want to see my people die, my favorite characters die, when we could have ended this shit this season. We could have ended this shit yesterday. So that's just all I'm worried about. We'll see where it goes. I'm a lot of times my predictions are wrong, so maybe none of this will happen. But there's only a few episodes left for me, y'all. It's only gonna go one way or the other. There's not too much they can surprise me with at this point in terms of, like, you know, changing the entire pace of things. Like, there's not much they can add. The threats are White Walkers and Cersei. I don't think they're going to add another threat in there. So it's going to go one way or the other. So, and they've been prepping this long night since the beginning. They've been prepping this Daenerys stuff since the beginning, and everything's coming ahead at the same time. And it's like, well, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen first. I don't know what opportunities we're giving people. I don't even know how the Littlefinger situation and what's about to happen at Winterfell is going to change the trajectory of things. I mean, but I feel like maybe this will give us an edge over Littlefinger. Bran can see things, right? He knows, I guess, the future. Maybe he can warn them, or maybe call out Littlefinger, like maybe say stuff's about to start happening, and Bran can be like, just straight up tell what happened because he's seen it. And maybe he can prevent all of this from even happening, and then we can just fucking kill Littlefinger because he got to go. But that's all I can come up with. Arya, please don't do nothing too crazy. It's Arya. I love her, but she's different. She's different. That conversation she had with Sansa where she said, why don't we just take their heads? I'm like, let's say for the people who really deserve it. I don't think people talking back deserves beheading. But, yeah. So with that all being said, y'all, thank you guys for watching. Of course, I want to hear what you guys thought. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next Game of Thrones.
And now his watch is ended.